Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. They said Ebony was shocked and the family was shocked. Everybody was shocked when, the Great Lion called in Dr. Sapphire and called in Adetutu. And also of everyone in the world to call, he also called the Osogun of the palace. Now, you may not know who this Osogun of the palace is. They said that word Osogun means the war chief or head of palace security. That is, Osogun of the palace is the chief security officer of the palace. So when the Great Lion summoned, Ebony's family, summon Ebony's family over this new wahala that she has just entered now, trying to push the jewel out with all of this fake information about how she had an affair with Pastor David, escalating that meeting that Pastor David, the jewel family had in the UK, making it look as if they traveled together, trying to create things and put ideas in the head of the Great Lion. When the Great Lion brought this thing before the Soko of Ogidigba, Ebony had started crying and denying that she has nothing to do with it. Like, it is not her. She does not know who was doing it. How come everything now they call her that it could have been Ikpe or something? She does not know, okay, who was doing that. And she didn't know that there was receipt. And the receipt was going to come from the most unusual people. Now, that Osogun is somebody that, of course, by all right, is a true Yoruba son right there in the palace. You know that she's supposed to be on the side of Ebony. He used to be on the side of Ebony so much until things got out of hand. Now, may I remind you of the reason why the Osogun of the palace will, stand by the queen, by the jewel. You remember that Aaron, that affliction is still there. That affliction is still plaguing them, right? And the jewel needs to come back next month for them to know how to fix that drama, for them to know what they can do about it. So it's still there. So everybody that is on the side of the Great Lion, that wants the Great Lion to succeed and all of that, they are working hand in hand to see how they can support the Great Lion. And do not forget that families are involved. No matter what they have done, nobody wishes anybody by, okay? And nobody wishes anybody debilitating illness, okay? And so that's the problem. So what happened is that they came with Risito, and Dr. Sapphire, Adetutu, and Osogun came with receipt. What Ebony did not know, what she didn't know is that, you see, Bishop Ogunseyi's daughter, who is living in the UK, is a very close friends with the Osogun of the palace daughter, who is also in the UK. So when this thing started, the daughter was relating to Osogun of the palace. Everything that Reverend Ogunseyi's daughter was sharing with her. So it was coming directly from the mouth of Bishop Ogunseyi's daughter to the daughter of the Osogun of the palace. Everything that was going on, the daughter was wondering why there was so much politics. The daughter was wondering why they continued to treat the jewel like that. The daughter has been wondering what is going on. Why the jewel will have to be going through this. How Reverend, Bishop, I keep calling him Reverend. Sorry about that. The reason is because he was a Reverend before he became a bishop, okay? So Bishop's daughter never knew that everything that she was sharing with Titi Layo, that is the Osogun's daughter, was being reverted back to the father. And the father was sharing everything with the great lion. As a matter of fact, it was through this man that the great lion knew that there were two intels coming to him. The real one that came initially and the fake one that is being cooked and masterminded here and journeying through the UK and returning back to being filtered back to him. It was later when the Osogun told Kabiyesi that Kabiyesi knew, and it was based on that information that the great lion had to go and tell Soko of Ogidigba so they can be on the alert and be seeing what was going on. So along the line, Sapphire was brought in, Adetutu was brought in. And that was why you see there was this adage that, you know, a great king does not jump up and respond to a war threat without counting his loyal warriors. You know that adage, right? A great king does not get up and respond to a war threat without counting his loyal warriors. So he had to bring these women in. And when everybody was busy saying she's not the one, she's got nothing to do with it, she does not know why they are so quick to calling her name in things like this and all of that, they brought receipt and everything or more. Baby Oku could not say a word. Della, right, she couldn't say a word. And you know, to make this so bad, it was actually happening in front of her own so-called God. The one person that will persuade the great lion to temper justice with mercy. The one person that will persuade the great lion to understand that she's still a child. The one person that will persuade the great lion to understand that cases like this could be brought to him. How is he going to handle it? The one person that will stand and beg for her. So when receipt got to her, when everything got to them on that, you know, elders council meeting, they said Bonnie almost peed. Like she did not know what to do. They said she almost slumped. Now that was the worst thing because she will always go to this man and cry as if they are treating her badly for nothing. You see, Kabiyesi caught her red-handed this time. This was somebody that swore like 3 weeks ago. Is it 3 weeks ago that she would never, she organized prayers for the jewel, praying for her safe entry back into the palace and all of that. All that was fake. They said that was how she broke down. Like, she couldn't say anything. She was devastated because, you see, this time, they caught her red-handed. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.